that they're not able to attend tonight. They asked me to record. So Chanakya Pandit, one of the greatest philosophers in the ancient times, he said one thing. Pratak kale juda prasanga, madhyane stri prasanga, ratrau chora prasanga. We should discuss about gambling in the morning, and we should discuss about women in the afternoon, and we should discuss about thief in the night. So what does that mean? So who are these women? Who are these thieves? And what is this gambling all about? Any guesses here?
Gambling is Mahabharata.
Okay.
And thief about Krishna, about take that butter. So afternoon, I don't know.
Yeah, afternoon about women. Ramayana. Ramayana all started because of women. I mean, in reality, everything happens because of women. So we are doing the right thing. As per Chanakya Pandit, we are discussing Bhagavatam every day like this. Hope this journey will continue for a long time. So let's pray to all the Vaishnavas to give us their blessings and strength to do this Nityam Bhagavata Seva without interruption. So let's offer small prayers, Mangalacharana prayers, and we'll get started. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurum Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Okay, we're not going to offer the long list of prayers today. So, a quick question to some of the people. I know there are some people who are very seniors here. They can teach me, I can learn from them, but there are some people who started their journey recently. So a question to all of you, I guess. So what do you do when you take darshan of deities in the temple? You go to the temple, you stand in front of the deities, and what do you do after that? What do you do while you are taking darshan of the deities?
Prayers, we pray.
Pray, okay. What kind of prayers?
First, we do Guru Tattva prayers, then Gaurnitai prayers, then Radha Krishna prayers, and so on. You can go on as whichever the prayers you wish to, so
Okay.
that we'll connect it.
Okay, so all the pranam mantras for different deities that you are taking darshan. Okay, and if you are in Balaji temple, in Bellevue Balaji temple, what is the prayer that you offer there?
Balaji's prayers, Rosie.
Yeah. Because we go to both temples, right? We go to Radha Nilamada temple. We are all very familiar with all the pranam mantras that we can offer to Radha Nilamada.
Yep.
We have been trained for so long. That's why we know. So Balaji temple, when you stand in front of Lord Venkateshwara, what do you offer? What prayer do you offer?
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Namah.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudeva. That's a good one. Yes. But you have to be in the mood of Balaji. You know, Balaji is none other than Krishna. But if you can be in the mood of Balaji, that will be even more pleasing to yourself as well as to Balaji. So this is a small prayer that you can offer. Vina Venkatesham Nanadho Nanadha Sada Venkatesham Smarami Smarami. Hare Venkatesham Prasidha Prasidha Priyam Venkatesham Prayacha Prayacha. So we are all very familiar with this. Okay? It is part of the Suprabhatam. So what does this prayer say? This prayer says, O Lord Venkateshwara, O Lord Vishnu, I am an orphan without you. Vina Venkatesham. Vina means without you. Venkatesham, O Lord Venkateshwara, Vina Venkatesham, without you, Nanadho Nanadha, I am an orphan. And I'm chanting your glories, I'm chanting your name every day. So, please bestow me your mercy, your blessings. Prayacha, prayacha. Prasida, be pleased upon me and bestow your blessings upon me. So you can offer this prayer. Balaji will be very pleased. Okay. So now there are 9 processes in devotional service. Navavida Bhakti. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Archanam, Pada Sevanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Vandanam, Atma Nivedanam. So Navavida Bhakti has these 9 limbs. Shravanam, we all know. What is Shravanam? It's hearing. Hearing Bhagavad Gita, hearing Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, hearing Ramayana, and so on. Kirtanam, chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, or chanting or singing some Vaishnava bhajans, singing some kirtans, and so on. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam. The purpose of Shravanam and Kirtanam is to remember the Lord all the time. So like that, there is a specific purpose of each and every limb in this Navavida Bhakti. And all of us, we are engaged in one or more limbs of this Navavida Bhakti on a daily basis. But the most neglected limb is Vandanam. Prayers, offering prayers. This is the most neglected limb. Vandanam has 2 meanings. One is offering obeisances. When you go in front of the deities, all the men, they do Sashtanga Namaskara. They offer their Namaskara with 8 limbs touching the ground. And women, Panchanga Namaskara. So, but most of the times, this becomes very mechanical. We bow down very, very quickly and then we rush to take care of some services or to attend some festival. The prayers get neglected most of the times. So this is where we need to cultivate this habit of offering nice prayers to the Lord when we are taking darshan. And the purpose of these prayers is to make a request to the Lord, to plead the Lord, to beg the Lord to show mercy upon us. So the Lord will be pleased and He will show mercy upon us only when we please Him. And the best way to please the Lord is by reciting some prayers with choicest poetry, with some nice words. If you stand in front of Krishna or Balaji and you say that, "Oh Krishna, you are like that, you are like that. There is no one as equal to you, or there is no one above you. You are the most beautiful, most handsome. You are the most powerful. You are the most famous. You are the most knowledgeable." So when we offer with Him with nice adjectives, He'll be very pleased. He'll be very happy, and He'll give you whatever the blessings you want. So this is the process of the Vandana, offering Namaskara and then offering prayers while you are doing Namaskara. So there are so many prayers. Now how do we offer prayers? So we don't know. By ourselves, we don't know, right? So we just follow the Acharyas. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, in chapter 8, Krishna says, now this is a very famous and this shloka is very dear to Harivilas Maharaj. In chapter 8, Lord Sri Krishna says, Tasmat sarveshu kaleshu mam anusmara yudhyacha mayyarpita mano buddhir mame vaishvaisa samshayaha. So what does Krishna say there? Krishna says, Tasmat sarveshu kaleshu. Therefore, at all times, in all circumstances, mam anusmara yudhyacha. Now Krishna is telling this to Arjuna. Mam anusmara yudhyacha. You always think of me and fight. Whatever activity you do, okay? Whatever activity that we do on our daily basis, we should always think of Krishna in our mind while we are performing our day-to-day activities. Mam anusmara yudhyacha. So So Anusmara, the word Anusmara, there are multiple meanings to it. One meaning of Anusmara is always remembering Krishna. Remembering Krishna repeatedly, over and over again. That is one meaning. In Sanskrit, the word Anu means repeatedly or over and over again. Another meaning of the word Anu or Anusmarana is remembering and describing. If you go to Veda base, go to this particular shloka, and in the word for word meaning, click on this word, Anusmara. Veda base will give you two meanings. One is remembering again and again, and the second one is remembering and describing. So when you remember some pastime or some leela of the Lord, you discuss with others. You share it with others. So you will feel happy, the other person will happy, and Sri Krishna also will feel happy. And the third and most important meaning of Anusmarana is following the footsteps of the Acharyas and learning how to remember the Lord. Now we don't know the process of how to remember the Lord. So we need to follow the Acharyas. We need to follow how the Acharyas prayed offers and remember the Lord. So Anusmarana, just like in the word Rupanuga. What is the meaning of Rupanuga? We are the followers of Rupa Goswami. The word Anuga means Gamanam. In Sanskrit, Ga means Gati, Gamanam. Anu means to follow. You follow Rupa Goswami and walk. You follow the footsteps of Rupa Goswami. That is Anugamana, Rupanugamana. Just like that, Anusmarana, Anugamana, Anusmarana. So we follow the footsteps of the Acharyas. There are different Acharyas in different Sampradayas who offer different prayers to please the Lord. And this is all part of this limb, Vandana. Okay? So with this small introduction, let's get into the prayers of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. There are so many prayers. There are about 200, 300 prayers, right from Canto 1 to Canto 12. There are 18,000 shlokas. Among the 18,000 shlokas, there are so many prayers. It is an impossible, or it is a humongous task for all of us who have some occupational duties while trying to become sadhakas. It is a difficult task for all of us to read Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam end to end, right from first chapter of Canto 1 till the last chapter of Canto 12. There are 365 chapters in Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. So if you want to read the verse, the translation, Prabhupada's purports, everything, it is an impossible task. That's why another approach is just read all the translations from end to end. Read all the translations or read all the shlokas, 18,000 shlokas. So, and another interesting way to do Bhagavata Seva is what we are going to do, what we just started today, focusing on the prayers in Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam from Canto 1 to Canto 12. Now there are so many prayers, about 300 prayers or so. We're not going to touch on all those, but we're going to focus on some important prayers, starting from Kunti Stuti, Bhishma Stuti, Arjuna prayers, Prahlada prayers, Dhruva prayers, Gajendra Stuti, Brahma's prayers, Vritrasura prayers. What other prayers are there? And when you go towards the end of Bhagavatam, there are very interesting prayers, Gopi Geet, Venu Geet, and so on. So I'll send a list of the prayers in the group sometime later. But today, what we are going to do is just to get a sense of, completing recitation of all the prayers from Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. I have this document that has a list of 50 prayers. Actually, let me send this in the group so that everyone has it. So while I'm doing that, anyone has any quick question on the on what I have said so far?
So, bro, one quick comment maybe. So
Yeah.
prayers, yeah, there are Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam is full of prayers. There are many prayers, and there are some prayers like Upanamala Stotra, which are outside Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam as
Yeah.
well, right? Manashiksha by
Yeah.
Raghunath Goswami. So maybe I don't know, like if you want to include that also, or is it?
Yeah, we can do all those things actually. Yeah, it's a completely free format, and we have a lot of time because we are doing this every day. You know, if we are doing any program once a week, then we'll not have a lot of time. But this is a program where we are meeting every day, so we get a lot of time, and different people can take turns. For example, today I'm going to speak on something, and then let's say tomorrow Ramukund Prabhu can speak on something, and Rantidev Prabhu, Nityananda Vilas Prabhu, Jayashree Mataji, Snehavali Mataji. So whoever, or Nitin Mujumdar, and also our new people, they're also getting trained, and slowly everybody will be trained to recite these shlokas, and they can speak. Parasparanukathanam. Okay, Krishna says in one of the shlokas in Bhagavatam, Paraspara Anukathanam. Paraspara is mutual. Anukathanam is you learn some katha of Krishna and you describe it to others. Paraspara Anukathanam. That is what we're going to do. It's not a one-man show. It's Paraspara Anukathanam. We'll all learn from each other. That's the goal of this call. Okay. So with that said, let's open the file that I sent. If anyone did not get the file, let me know. Otherwise, I assume that you all have it. And I'm going to recite the shlokas for today. There are 50 shlokas. It's a compilation of 50 prayers from first canto to the last canto of Bhagavatam. And these are simple prayers. Okay. Most of them, 99% of them, they are in Anushtup Chand, 8 syllables for each line, similar to Bhagavad Gita or Vishnu Sahasranama prayers. Okay. So, because there are some new people on the call, so I don't want to overwhelm them on day one by reciting Prahlad prayers. So if I give a long, Sanskrit line of Prahlad prayers, they might be overwhelmed. We may not see them tomorrow again. And I'll appreciate if everybody can turn on your video. If you're not able to, for some reason, that's okay. But if you are able to, I really appreciate it. Okay, so let's begin recitation of these prayers. So let's begin with a small, invocation prayer. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Om
Om
Namo
Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Vasudeva Paraveda, Vasudeva Paramaka, Vasudeva Parayoga, Vasudeva Parakriya, Vasudeva Param Jnanam, Vasudeva Param Tapaha, Vasudeva Paro Dharmo, Vasudeva Paragatihi. Om Namo Bhagavate Tubhyam Vasudevaya Dhimahi Pradyumnaya Niruddhaya Nama Sankarshanaya Cha. Krishna Krishna Mahabaho Bhaktanam Abhayankara Mameko Dahyamananam Apabhargosi Samshrutehe कृष्णाय
कृष्णाय
वासुदेवाय
वासुदेवाय देवकी
देवकीनन्दनाय च
नन्दनाय च
नन्दगोकुमाराय
नन्दगोपकुमाराय
गोविन्दाय नमो
गोविन्दाय नमो
नमः।
नमः।
नमः पङ्कजनाभाय नमः
नमः
पङ्कजमालिने
पङ्कजमालिने
नमः
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 पङ्कजनेत्राय
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 नमस्ते
नमस्ते
पङ्कजाङ्ग्रये। श्रियः पतिर्यज्ञपते प्राजापतेर्धियां पतिर्लोकपतिर्धरापते पतिर्गतिश्चान्दका वृष्णिसात्वतां प्रसीदतां मे भगवान् सतां पतिः। तस्मै नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय धीमहि यन्मायया दुर्जयया मां वदन्ति जगद्गुरुम्। नारायणाय परावेदा देवनारायणाजित्तजाः नारायणपरा लोका
परलोका नारायण
नारायणपरलोकाः
सर्व एव
नारायणपरो योगो
परोच
नारायणपरं तपः नारायणपरं ज्ञानं नारायणपरा गतिः। नमस्ते श्रितसत्त्वाय धर्माधीनां च सूतये निर्गुणाय च यत्काष्ठं नाहं वेदपरेऽपि च। नमो विशुद्धसत्त्वाय हरये हरिमेधसे वासुदेवाय
वासुदेवाय
कृष्णाय
कृष्णाय
प्रभवे
प्रभवे
सर्वसात्वताम्।
सर्वसात्वताम्
नमा कमल
नमः
Okay, so for
कमलनाथाय
today, I'll request everyone either to recite quietly or mute your line and recite loud so that others who do not know the pronunciation they can follow, they can learn, and once we are all comfortable, all of us can recite together. Okay. नमो विशुद्धसत्त्वाय हरये हरिमेधसे वासुदेवाय कृष्णाय प्रभवे सर्वसात्वताम्। नमः कमलनाभाय नमः कमलमालिने नमः कमलपादाय नमस्ते कमलेक्षण नमः सामाय शुद्धाय पुरुषाय पराय च वासुदेवाय सत्त्वाय तुभ्यं भगवते नमः. Let me share the screen for those of you who don't have this file open in front of them.
That was a chat message too, Prabhuji.
Oh,
So
there's a
he
chat
has
message. Okay, thank you. I did not read the message, but I guessed it. Okay. नमस्ते पृश्निगर्भाय वेदगर्भाय वेदसे त्रिनाभाय त्रिपृष्ठाय शिपिविष्टाय विष्णवे कृष्ण कृष्ण महायोगिं त्वमाधया पुरुषः परा व्यक्ताव्यक्तम् इदं विश्वं रूपं ते ब्रह्मणा विदुः नमः परमकल्याण नमः परममङ्गल वासुदेवाय शान्ताय यदूनां पतये नमः। नमस्तुभ्यं भगवते पुरुषाय महात्मने भूतावासाय भूताय पराय परमात्मने नमोऽनन्ताय सूक्ष्माय कूटस्थाय विपश्चिते नानावादानुरोधाय वाच्यवाचकशक्तये नमः प्रमाणमूलाय कवये शास्त्रयोनये प्रवृत्ताय निवृत्ताय निगमाय नमो नमः। नमः कृष्णाय रामाय वासुदेवसुताय च प्रद्युम्नाय निरुद्धाय सात्वतां पतये नमः। नमो गुणप्रदीपाय गुणात्मच्छान्दय चाददाय च गुणवृत्त्युपलक्ष्याय गुणद्रष्ट्रे स्वसंविदे नमः तुभ्यं भगवते पुरुषाय महात्मने वासुदेवाय कृष्णाय सात्वतां पतये नमः। कृष्ण कृष्ण महायोगिन् विश्वात्मन् विश्वसम्भव भगवता लोकमाथेन सनाथा वयमच्युता त्वं न परमकं दैवं त्वं न इन्द्रो जगत्पते भवाय भवगो विप्र देवानां ये च साधवः नमस्तुभ्यं भगवते ब्रह्मणे परमात्मने न यत्र श्रूयते माया लोकसृष्टिविकल्पना कृष्ण कृष्ण प्रमेयात्मन् योगेश योगदीश्वर वासुदेवाखिलावासा सात्वतां प्रवर प्रभो सर्व एव यजन्ति त्वां सर्वदेवमयेश्वरम् येऽप्यन्यदेवता भक्ता यद्यप्यन्यदीय प्रभो नमस्तेऽद्भुतसिंहाय साधुलोकभयापः वामनाय नमस्तुभ्यं क्रान्तत्रिभुवनाय च नमो भृगूनां पतये धृप्तक्षत्रवनच्छिदे नमस्ते रघुवराय रविकान्तकराय च नमस्ते वासुदेवाय नमः संकर्षणाय च प्रद्युम्नाय निरुद्धाय सात्वतां पतये नमः. Okay, 1 second, there is some noise. नमो बुद्धाय शुद्धाय दैत्यदानवमोहिने म्लेच्छप्राय क्षत्रहन्त्रे नमस्ते कल्किरूपिणे नमो विज्ञानमात्राय सर्वप्राप्तये हेतवे पुरुषेशप्रधानाय ब्रह्मणेऽनन्तशक्तये नमस्ते वासुदेवाय सर्वभूतक्षयाय च ऋषिकेश नमस्तुभ्यं प्रपन्नं पाहि मां प्रभो कृष्ण कृष्ण महायोगिन् विश्वात्मन् विश्वभावना प्रपन्नां पाहि गोविन्द शिशुभिश्चाविषीदतम् नमः कृष्णाय शुद्धाय ब्रह्मणे परमात्मने योगेश्वराय योगाय त्वमाहं शरणं गता नमस्ते देवदेवेश शङ्खचक्रगदाधर भक्तेच्छोपात्तरूपाय परमात्मान्नमोऽस्तु ते नमो पङ्कजनाभाय नमो पङ्कजमालिने नमः पङ्कजनेत्राय नमस्ते पङ्कजाङ्ग्रये नमो भगवते तुभ्यं वासुदेवाय विष्णवे पुरुषायादिबीजाय पुराणबोधया ते नमः देवदेव जगन्नाथ गोविन्द पुरुषोत्तमा नारायण हृषीकेश पुण्यश्लोकाच्युताव्यया नमस्ते सर्वभावाय ब्रह्मणेऽनन्तशक्तये कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय योगानां पतये नमः नमस्ते देवदेवेश प्रपन्नार्तिहराव्यया प्रपन्नां पाहि नः कृष्ण निर्विघ्नान् घोरसंस्कृतेः
कृष्ण कृष्ण
कृष्ण कृष्ण महायोगिन् संकर्षण सनातना जाने वामस्य यत्साक्षात् प्रधानपुरुषौ परौ राम राम प्रमेयात्मन् कृष्ण योगेश्वर वेदाहं वां विश्वसृजम् ईश्वराव आदिपुरुषौ नमोऽनन्ताय बृहते नमः कृष्णाय वेदसे साङ्ख्ययोगवितानाय ब्रह्मणे परमात्मने नमस्तुभ्यं भगवते कृष्णा कुण्ठमेधसे नारायणाय ऋषये सुशान्तिं तपईयुषे नमस्तस्मै भगवते कृष्णाय कृष्णाय मलकीर्तये यो धत्ते सर्वभूतानां अभवायोषति कलाः नमस्तस्मै भगवते वासुदेवाय साक्षिणे याइदं कृपया कस्मै व्याचचक्षे मुमुक्षवे योगीन्द्राय नमस्तस्मै शूकाय ब्रह्मरूपिणे संसारसर्पदष्टं यो विष्णुराटम् अमुमुचत् भवे भवे यथा भक्तिपादयोस्तव जायते तथा कुरुष्व देवस्व नातस्त्वं नो यत प्रभो नाम संकीर्तनं यस्य सर्वपापप्रणाशनं प्रणामो दुःखशमनस्तं नमामि हरिं परां हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Okay, so those were the 50 shlokas from all the cantos of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. So it gives you a sense of accomplishment, right? That you recited all the prayers from Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. And what's the speciality of these prayers?
Very well, Prabhuji. It's very simple verses, easy to recite and remember easily.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And what is another speciality of these prayers?
Another special, I see that you can easily connect to Krishna when you can when front of him you can go there, you can recite this, and you can pray, you can have a connection with him. We can understand those, and then you can easily and connect them.
Yeah.
I think most of them are addressed to Krishna directly.
They are addressed to Krishna directly in Chaturthi Vibhakti form. Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nandagopakumaraya. You see all these names ending with ya, right? That is Chaturthi Vibhakti, which means unto you. Okay, unto you. Namo Pankaja Nabhaya, Namo Pankaja Maline, Namaste Pankajangraye. Okay, so I offer my obeisances unto Krishna, who is like a lotus flower, whose face is like lotus flower, whose hands are like lotus flower, whose navel is like lotus flower, and so on. So they are adjectives given, and then we are saying Namo Pankaja Nabhaya, Namo Pankaja Maline, Namaste Pankajangre. Like that.
Prabhuji, one quick question, like red, it's like fonts, some fonts are all in red. That is Krishna's name, it is like that?
No, they are not Krishna's names. It's just some separation between the words.
Okay.
See one word in black font, black color, next word in red color. That's all. There's no significance to that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
So, if you
Anushtup Chanda, what does it mean, Prabhuji?
Anushtup Chanda means the same meter that we recite Bhagavad Gita shlokas, Vishnu Sahasranama. Last year you are learning Vishnu Sahasranama, right? So that is in Anushtup Chanda.
Yes.
There are 8 syllables in each line. There are 4 lines. There are 8 syllables in each line. So,
And
yeah.
As someone asked, can we have this document? Like, can we have these slokas in Telugu?
In Telugu, yeah, sure. I can try to send.
Also in Sanskrit or Hindi, whatever.
Sanskrit.
But occasionally, if it is Sanskrit, that's okay. Otherwise, Hindi, whatever. Sanskrit also I can apply, but this English is difficult a little bit.
Yeah. So we'll see what we can do. But the word, if you look at all these shlokas, right? There is almost all the shlokas have this word nama, namo, namas, which highlights this special limb of Vandanam in the Navavidha Bhakti. Remember in the beginning, we said that this is the most neglected limb in Navavidha Bhakti. We are all doing Shravanam and Kirtanam and Smaranam, But this Vandanam is the most neglected limb. Prayers are most neglected limb. You take any prayers like Damodarashtakam, Namamishwaram, it starts with Nama. You take any prayer, any shloka from Mukundamala Stotra. Kulshekar Alvar says in Mukundamala Stotra, Namami Narayana Pada Pankajam Karomi Narayana Pujanam Sada Namami Vadami Narayana Nama Nirmalam Smarami Narayana Tattvam Avyayam. So Namami, there are so many shlokas starting with Namami. Can some Nandanandana Ashtakam. Okay, there is a famous Kirtan or Vaishnava bhajan called Nandanandana Ashtakam. So Radhika Leela Mataji, what is in Nandanandana Ashtakam? Radhika Leela Mataji or Ramakund Prabhu, are you there? Can you hear me?
Yeah, yes, Prabhu, I'm here.
Yeah.
Radhika Leela, she just left.
Okay.
No.
Because I saw a couple of times during Damodara month, you both sing Nandanandana Ashtakam. So what's the speciality about that? Every line ends like Namami Nandanandanam, Namami Nandanandanam. So every line in the Ashtakam, every stanza ends with Namami Nandanandanam. I offer my obeisances to that Nandanandana, who is the son of Nanda Maharaj. So prayers are our life and soul, or they should be our life and soul. You don't have to remember so many prayers. You just pick one prayer that you like from today's discussion. And you just meditate upon that. That is enough. For the next few months, that is enough. For example, here, one shloka that I connect very well is Deva Deva Jagannatha Govinda Purushottama Narayana Hrishikesha Punya Shloka Chutavyaya. It's on the second page in the middle box. 10.64.27. So very beautiful. Deva Deva Jagannatha Govinda Purushottama Narayana Hrishikesha Punya Shloka Chutavyaya. Now when you stand in front of Krishna's deity and offer these prayers, he'll be very pleased. He'll be very pleased. So
Prabhuji, I have a question.
yes.
I could figure out the first, like I was wondering what these numeric values are. I got the SP Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam part. The first is the chapter. What are the other?
Yeah. So there are three numbers that you see, right? SB means Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, and then you see three numbers. The first number indicates the skanda or canto number. There are 12 cantos in Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. So if you see a number like 10.40.21, that means it is 10th canto, 40th chapter, 21st shloka.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And Prabhuji, I just wanted to have a meaning for each. How could we find it? Because unless you tell us, I don't think I understand some of the meanings
I
behind.
can send you the link where you can find all these shlokas with the meaning. I'll send you that.
Thank you.
Yeah. So the last shloka in Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, we also have this on the list here. I think I'm not sharing the screen. Let me share the screen. So if you look at this shloka, which is last in this document as well as the very last shloka in the entire Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. What does this say? Nama Sankirtanam Yasya Sarva Papa Pranashanam Pranamo Dukkha Shamanas Tam Namami Harim Param. So it says Nama Sankirtanam Yasya. Yasya means Krishnasya, of Krishna. Nama Sankirtanam of Krishna. Sarva Papa Pranashanam. It eradicates all sin and sinful reactions and also tendency to commit sinful activities. It removes your sins, it removes your sinful reactions, it removes your sinful tendencies. Three things. Nama Sankirtanam Yasya Sarva Papa Pranashanam. If we chant the names of Krishna, it will eradicate all the sins. Now let's try to understand the last two lines of this shloka. Pranamo dukkha shamanas tam namami harim param. Pranamo. Pranama means vandanam, offering obeisances, namaskara. Pranamo dukkha shamanas tam namami harim param. Pranamo dukkha shamanas means the prayers or the vandanam or the obeisances, namaskara, all the things that you offer to Krishna, they will remove your sorrows. And how those prayers should be? The prayer should be full of intentions, full of emotions. You have to feel. You have to feel and convey your emotions. Then Krishna will understand. Krishna will connect to that and your miseries will be gone. Pranamo dukkha shamanas tam namami harim param. I offer my obeisances to that Hari, whose name, if we chant, will eradicate all the sinful reactions and also remove all our sorrows. So this is the thing that Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam ends with, which gives us the instruction that we have to do two things. What are the two things that we have to do? What are the two things that we have to do in the shloka that we just read?
Now
Nama Sankirtanam and Pranam.
Nama and Pranama. Two things. Nama, Pranama. Nama and Pranama. So whenever we are taking darshan, do these two things. Nama and Pranama. That is the instruction given in Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. The conclusion of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. There are 18,000 shlokas in Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. And the last concluding message is, you all offer, O fools, you all offer, including me. Okay, I'm also a fool. O fool, Sukadeva Goswami is saying this to all of us. O fools, you all offer Nama and Pranama. Kulshekar Alvar also says similar thing in Mukunda Mala Stotra. He says, He martya paramam hitam shrunutavo vakshyami sanshepata samsararnava mapadurmi bahulam samyak pravishyastita nānāඥānamapāsya cetasi namo nārayanāyetyamum mantram sa pranamam pranama sahitam pravardhayetyam muhu. So Kulshekar Alvar is saying, mantram sa pranamam pranama sahitam. He is also saying the same thing. You offer your pranama along with mantra. Mantram sa pranamam pranama sahitam. So this is the concluding message of all literatures. You take Ramayana or Mahabharata, Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Bhagavad Gita. What does Krishna say in Bhagavad Gita? Manmana bhava mad bhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mame vaishvasi satyam te pratijani priyosi me. In fact, Krishna repeats this shloka 2 times in Bhagavad Gita. Once in chapter 9 and again in chapter 18. The Charama shloka of Bhagavad Gita is Manmana bhava mad bhakto. Always fix your mind upon me. Become my devotee. Think of me. Worship me. Offer obeisances to me. Namaskuru. Mam namaskuru. Krishna is saying, Mam namaskuru. Offer pranama to me. Offer obeisances to me. Actually, in that shloka, Manmana bhava mad bhakto, there are 4 different types of sadhana bhakti are mentioned there. Or 4 different types of bhakti are mentioned. Not sadhana bhakti. Not everything is sadhana bhakti there. The first one is Manmana bhava. means always fix your mind upon me. This is Ragatmika Bhakti. Ragatmika Bhakti means, Raga means attraction for Krishna. Anuraga, Raga, Anuraga. You have attraction for Krishna. Atmika means fully colored or fully clouded with Raga, Raga Bhakti. Fully clouded with Raga and Anuraga for Krishna. If you have love for somebody, unlimited love and affection for somebody, without thinking about yourself, without thinking of anything, that is called Ragatmika Bhakti. If one doesn't have Ragatmika Bhakti, one should follow Raganuga Bhakti. That is what Krishna says in the next phrase in that shloka. Bhava Mad Bhakto. Bhava Mad Bhakto. Be my devotee. Become my devotee. What type of devotee? Raganuga Bhakti. You practice Bhakti by following the footsteps of Acharyas, Rupa Goswami, especially Rupa Goswami. Rupanuga Bhakti. Okay? So, Manmana Bhava Mat Bhakto. So, the first one is Ragatmika, second one is Raganuga. If we cannot do Raganuga also. So, Krishna is asking us to practice Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti. That is, Manmana Bhava Mat Bhakto Madhyaji. Manmana Bhava Mat Bhakto Madhyaji. Madhyaji means worship me. That is Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti. Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti means you follow the rules and regulations of the Bhakti process and you try to achieve perfection. So, in the Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti, one of the processes is Archana. So, that is what Krishna is saying in that shloka. Madhyaji, worship me. So, let's say somebody cannot even do that. Then what is Krishna is saying? The fourth one, Mam Namaskuru. You offer pranama, vandanam, obeisances, namaskara to me. Mam Namaskuru. So these are the 4 different levels of bhakti mentioned in that Manmana Bhava Mad Bhakto verse, where Krishna is telling the importance of Mam Namaskuru, offer obeisances, pranama to me. And that is the limb that we are going to focus on in this call every day night for the rest of our life. By reciting different prayers from Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam and prayers written by other acharyas, like Ram Mukund Prabhu said, Mukunda Mala Stotra. We can take Damodarashtakam. If you have some favorite prayer that you have heard before, we can discuss that. We can recite, we can learn, we can discuss. So it's a free format. So the first day I just wanted to keep it simple in terms of the shloka recitation and everything, so that people are not bewildered. They'll continue to join. So before I wrap up, one thing that I wanted to ask: does this time 8:30 in the night works for everyone? So you speak if it does not work for you. Otherwise, I'll assume that it works for you.
Prabhuji, it works for me, but it's just that when there are visiting lecturers or something, it might clash with them. So otherwise it works.
Yeah, that challenge, all of us have that, and we'll try to circumvent that somehow or the other. Or one day, if we are not doing that, if we are attending the lecture, that is also fine. Yeah.
Is this weekdays only or weekends also? Or how often is it?
Especially, definitely Sunday, we will not have it, because Sunday, all of us should attend Harilas Maharaj Kirtan and class in the temple. So Sunday evening, we'll definitely not have it. Monday to Friday, definitely. Maybe Saturday. If there is enough interest, we can do it on Saturday evening also.
Friday we have completed.
Or the other program, right? Yeah.
Sri Krishna
Krishna Katamrutam. Yeah. So, I mean, while I am doing that program, somebody else can run this show, like Ram Mukund Prabhu or Nityananda Vilas Prabhu, Jai Shri Mataji, all we Snehavalli Mataji, Rantidev Prabhu, Prema Chandrika. We have so many exalted devotees here. So I'm sure, one of them will handle this. Nitin Mujumdar Prabhu, one of them will take care of this when I'm not able to do that. Yeah.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Prabhu, how about 8 to 9?
I'm okay with any time. From morning, 7 o'clock onwards, any time is fine with me.
Prabhuji, is it going to be an hour session every day?
Not for every day, because we are launching today. We took a little longer, but it's not going to be an hour. So it will be about 45 minutes at the max.
8:30 works better. I mean, yeah, I would say, yeah.
Okay. So we'll try with 8:30 time for some, for a few days, and we'll see how it goes. Because today I see good attendance. We have about, 20 people, 20, 25 people. That's a good attendance.
Namaste Prabhuji, but as someone pointed out, if we can do 8 to 9, that would be really good, because we have next day we have kids' school and everything, so it would be a little late, like if we have to do 8:30 to 9:30.
Okay. Okay. Sure. What I'll do is I'll send a poll or survey in the group, and we'll take the majority.
Thanks, Prabhuji.
Yeah, we'll go by the timing that majority of the people suggest. So any questions, comments, reflections before we wrap up here? By the way, tomorrow we're going to recite Kunti prayers. So please don't miss it.
Prabhuji, I have a request. If you can forward the document, probably we can practice a little.
Yeah. Sure, I'll do that. Yeah. And we are going to experiment different formats. Ram Mukund Prabhu asked in the group, what is the format, right? So let me take 1 minute to explain that. So we're going to try different formats. One format is just like what I did today. One person reciting all the shlokas, everyone else either reciting quietly or just listening, trying to understand the pronunciation and everything. That is one format. Another format is call and repeat. So I recite the first 2 lines, you all repeat, and then I recite the third and fourth line, you all repeat. That can be another format. And most of these prayers we're going to repeat. Okay. So if everybody wants, we can repeat the same shlokas that we recited today. We can do the same thing tomorrow also. Because repetition is the key to success. Repetition is the key to remember. Repetition is the key to get the pronunciation right. Repetition is the key to memorize. Repetition is the key to everything. So if we repeat these shlokas for a few days, then it gets registered in our brain. We can do that way also. It's completely free format. We'll experiment different styles until we confirm, which format works best for everyone.
Yes, Prabhuji, definitely repetition is required. Else we'll just read through, we won't get a hang of it.
Okay. Okay. Sure. So then tomorrow, Ramukund Prabhu, maybe, he can recite all the same shlokas again tomorrow. And then we'll see what to do after that. Okay. Any other questions? And if you have your kids with you at home, so keep them with you while you are attending this call. If you have kids also with you joining this call, that will be beneficial to them. So it'll be wonderful to meditate on these shlokas at the end of the day, so that this is strongly ingrained in your brain. Because after this, we don't have much, we don't have any other work, household work or office work to do. So you can meditate on these shlokas. We'll also try to understand the meaning also, like one shloka at a time, like that. We will learn everything, don't worry, okay? So if certain things are not clear in this first call, don't worry. Everything will become clear as we, move forward. Okay. So I think it's 9:30. It's time to wrap up. Thank you everyone for joining. Hare Krishna. We'll all see you tomorrow. Grantara Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam ki jai. Śrīmad Bhāgavatam ki jai.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Thank you,
Krishna.
Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Thank you for joining.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Prem Chandrika. You left. Okay.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Yeah, I know when I planned for this, I had confidence
It's a
on
long
only one
awaiting
person.
session. Yes.
I had confidence on only one person who will join every day. That is you. This Shiva and the other Shiva also. He's also equally
Yes,
interested.
Prabhu. Actually, I have calls at 8:30 and 9, so that's why I could not come in person.